Ever wondered how to file a consumer complaint in India? In this comprehensive guide, we break down the entire consumer complaint redressal system, including the role of the Department of Consumer Affairs, DOCA, National Consumer Helpline, NCH, and consumer courts. Learn how to protect your rights as a consumer and get justice for defective products, poor services, and unfair trade practices. Namaskar and welcome back to Consumer Times, where we empower you with knowledge about your consumer rights. I am your host Dr. Arun Kumar. Today, we're diving deep into India's consumer complaint redressal system, a robust framework designed to protect consumers like you and me from unfair trade practices, defective products, and deficient services. Whether you've purchased a faulty smartphone, received poor service from a bank, or been cheated by a dishonest seller, India's consumer protection machinery is here to help. But how does it all work? What role does the Department of Consumer Affairs play? Can you really lodge a complaint with the National Consumer Helpline? Let's break it down step by step. Before we deep dive into the subject, understanding India's consumer complaint system is all about. Please give your valuable comments, like, share and subscribe to motivate us and understand what this powerful standard is all about. India's consumer complaint redressal system operates under the Consumer Protection Act of 2019, which replaced the older 1986 Act. This landmark legislation recognizes 6 fundamental consumer rights: the right to safety, the right to be informed, the right to choose, the right to be heard, the right to seek redressal, and the right to consumer education. These rights form the backbone of consumer protection in our country. The Act covers all goods and services, including e-commerce transactions, making it incredibly relevant in today's digital economy. It also addresses modern concerns like misleading advertisements, unfair contracts, and product liability. The beauty of this system is that it's designed to be accessible, affordable, and speedy, resolving disputes without the complexities of traditional civil courts. At the heart of this system is the Department of Consumer Affairs, commonly known as DOCA, which functions under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. DOCA plays a multifaceted role in protecting consumer interests across India. First and foremost, it formulates and implements policies related to consumer protection, ensuring that laws keep pace with evolving market dynamics. DOCA is responsible for administering the Consumer Protection Act and coordinating with state governments to ensure effective implementation. The department also runs extensive consumer awareness campaigns, educating citizens about their rights through workshops, seminars, and media outreach. Additionally, DOCA monitors the functioning of consumer courts and commissions, ensuring they operate efficiently and deliver timely justice. One of DOCA's most significant contributions is the establishment and operation of the National Consumer Helpline, which serves as the first point of contact for millions of aggrieved consumers. The National Consumer Helpline, or NCH, is a game changer in India's consumer protection landscape. Operating through the toll-free number 1915, NCH provides a platform where consumers can register their grievances from anywhere in the country, completely free of cost. Yes, you absolutely can lodge a complaint with the National Consumer Helpline. The process is incredibly simple and accessible. You can call the helpline, register your complaint online through the consumerhelpline.gov.in portal, or even use their mobile app. NCH operates in multiple languages, ensuring that language is never a barrier to justice. When you register a complaint, NCH doesn't just record it, they actively work to resolve it. The helpline counselors provide guidance on the appropriate course of action, escalate complaints to relevant companies or authorities, and follow up until resolution is achieved. NCH also maintains detailed data on consumer complaints, helping identify patterns of malpractice and informing policy decisions. The helpline handles complaints related to various sectors including banking, insurance, telecommunications, e-commerce, food products, electronics, and much more. Beyond DOCA and NCH, India has established a three-tier quasi-judicial consumer court system to adjudicate disputes. At the district level, we have district consumer disputes redressal commissions, which handle cases where the value of goods or services doesn't exceed 1 crore rupees. These district forums are accessible and designed for quick resolution of everyday consumer disputes. At the state level, state consumer disputes redressal commissions hear appeals from district forums and also have original jurisdiction for complaints exceeding 1 crore but not exceeding 10 crore rupees. At the apex, the National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission in New Delhi handles appeals from state commissions and original complaints exceeding 10 crore rupees. This hierarchical structure ensures that every consumer, regardless of the complaint value, has access to justice. What makes these consumer courts special is that they follow simplified procedures, don't require mandatory legal representation, and are generally free from court fees for complaints below certain thresholds. Filing a consumer complaint in India is remarkably straightforward. If your grievance involves a relatively small amount and you want quick resolution, start with the National Consumer Helpline. They can often resolve issues through direct intervention with companies. For more serious disputes or when NCH mediated resolution fails, you can approach the appropriate consumer court. The complaint can be filed in person, by post, or increasingly, through online portals. You'll need to provide details of the transaction, evidence of purchase, correspondence with the seller or service provider, and a clear statement of your grievance and the relief you're seeking. The beauty of consumer courts is that they don't require you to hire expensive lawyers, you can represent yourself. However, for complex cases, legal assistance might be beneficial. Consumer courts have the power to order replacement of defective goods, refund of the purchase price, compensation for losses and mental agony, and even punitive damages in cases of deliberate deficiency. Other authorities also play crucial roles in consumer protection. The Competition Commission of India prevents anti-competitive practices that harm consumers. The Advertising Standards Council of India monitors misleading advertisements. Sector-specific regulators like the Reserve Bank of India for banking, IRDAI for insurance, and TRAI for telecommunications all have consumer grievance redressal mechanisms. Food safety is overseen by the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. This multi-agency approach ensures comprehensive consumer protection across all sectors of the economy. In conclusion, India's consumer complaint redressal system is robust, accessible, and increasingly effective. Whether you start with the National Consumer Helpline for immediate assistance or approach consumer courts for legal remedies, multiple avenues exist to protect your rights. The Department of Consumer Affairs continues to strengthen this system through policy reforms, technology integration, and awareness campaigns. As informed consumers, it's our responsibility to use these mechanisms when wronged, not just for personal justice but to make markets fairer for everyone. Remember, every complaint registered and resolved makes businesses more accountable and improves consumer protection for all Indians. If you found this information valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Consumer Times. Until next time, stay informed and stay empowered.